Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I wanted to talk about how followers and likes mean absolutely nothing on your social media. And the reason why I say this, I've had a lot of people ask me, if I had 10,000 followers, maybe I could look more appealing, so that more people would want to like watch my shit. And that is absolutely false. That is not the way to build anything. And that's actually a way to expose yourself on how shitty your content is. Like, because if you really truly think about it, if you're getting started on a new YouTube channel, on a Twitch stream, on an Instagram, whatever it is, if you're just getting started and you have 10,000 followers on your Instagram, let's say, for example, and you only have like 10 videos and all of them have like 2 likes on it and 3 likes, no comments, it just exposes the fact that you got free followers. Like, you ended up either paying for that shit or you did some scummy weird shit to get all those followers. Also, the other thing that I really despise is the follower for follower thing. So that's when somebody comes in, and I've gotten comments like this on my Instagram, where some random guy would show up that I've never seen before. He'll comment and he'll say, "Hey, I like your video. Follow me and I'll follow you back." This right here is basically, it just seems like a cry for help. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like you're desperate and you really want followers so bad, and you feel like the followers are going to get you somewhere. The followers and the likes don't do anything. And it's because you need to make content that people actually want to see. And this is just something that's a process. This is something that you build towards and you get better at over time. Every big streamer and YouTuber and Instagrammer, all these people that have been doing it for years and have millions of followers, they didn't get it by buying the followers. They got it by actually doing lots of content. It got progressively better, which turned it into quality, and then it just eventually turned into an actual fan base that want to see them do things. So the way I think about it, if Instagram got rid of the likes, which I think they were supposed to be doing that, I keep hearing about it, but I don't see it yet. But if they got rid of the likes, I would actually be happy about that, because the only thing I really care about is the comments. I want to see the people talking. And another thing is I like to read the comments, not only to get more information on what videos I should be doing next or what kind of content I should be covering, but also just to kind of like talk with them, because you're trying to build a community. And the only way to build a community is by actually interacting with the people that are commenting on your stuff. So that goes back to basically, I got a little, for $3, I don't know. I don't want to go all the way over there for $3. Never mind. Pass on that one. So the comments is far more important to me than the likes and the followers. And I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. In the beginning, I thought that getting followers was the thing, because all my friends and people that I talked to were always like, yeah, you need to buy followers, you need to do it, because it's going to get you more exposure. And this is when I didn't really understand how all this stuff worked. And I landed up subscribing to a program that gave me basically free followers, and I was paying probably like $10 a month for it or something. It was like something like that. It wasn't much money, but I was getting about 100-ish followers every week or so. So I managed to get about like my first 1,000 followers on YouTube was the fake follower thing. And I'm glad I stopped it when I did, because basically my first 1,000 followers that were fake, like, I started to notice this trend of like, no one's commenting, no one's liking my videos, and no one's even watching my videos. All I just see is followers going up. So I just immediately thought, like, this is not the right way to do it. And I don't recommend you guys do that. You have to actually build the fan base. Like, going back to where I was saying about the comments, I didn't get comments on any of my videos for a long ass time. Like, I went for probably like my first year and a half or 2 years. Like, I started to finally get a little bit of comments in my videos. And this is when I knew that I was starting to do something right. and it kept like I kept working towards doing stuff similar to that. And the one thing, the other thing that kind of got me all messed up too is that the media, like as far as like, you know, celebrities and all these big YouTubers and all these big people that are like, you know, in the millions, you rarely see them comment on their videos. And I got to the point where I was like, why is this the right thing to do? Why is it that ignoring your fan base is actually the right tactic? Because in reality, if you were to meet like the same celebrity in real life, a lot of times you're expecting them to acknowledge you and to, you know, maybe shake their hand, or like, I mean, going as far as shaking their hand and hugging them is kind of, is a lot. But I've seen a lot of celebrities that do it, and you know, they actually like really appreciate their fans and they show love to them. And this is something that needs to be happening on your actual social medias. So on your YouTube and all that, you should be commenting, because every time you comment, you're giving them basically an idea that you're an actual person behind, you know, the camera. So you can, you coming back and commenting back and giving them like an actual like advice or something, or if they're asking you a question, especially if they're asking a question, I always get back to them however I can. Like, that's the guarantee. Whenever people are just being nasty in the comments and just being stupid and just like insulting you and stuff, I don't always comment to them, but I do it every once in a while when they really piss me off. So like basically it all depends on what they're saying. If they say something real nasty off the wall, like if they're just like straight up cussing me out real nasty, I delete those comments. But for the most part, the people that are commenting in your comment section, they are real people, all of them. And if you don't acknowledge them, then they're just gonna walk away. You know what I mean? Like, why would they stay if they feel like they're, you know, not gonna be a part of that community? You know what I mean? Like, they don't, like, you don't make them a part of the community. You know what I mean? So going back to, you know, getting all these followers and all that stuff, it doesn't matter. Likes don't matter. Like, followers don't matter. Like, it's literally all about who is actually commenting on your stuff. Because I've seen people on YouTube that have like 100,000 followers on their YouTube account, but since they don't actually interact with their community, and I've taken a real close look at all this stuff, if they don't actually communicate with their community, then you'll see their fan base go down. Like, you'll see like they have 100,000 followers, but their views are not actually going along with their followers. So the way I look at it, because I've analyzed all this stuff over the years, the main thing that I look at is, if you see a YouTuber that has more views than followers, that means that they are reaching a lot more people. Like, they're gaining their fan base and more. That means that video is basically like, you consider it almost like a viral. Like, it did amazing.
Check that butthole out. Check that sweet little butthole, girl. Damn.
The views are usually, like, if it's only your fans that watch your videos, it's usually about 10 to 25% of your views would be like based on your followers. So let's say, for example, I don't know if I explained that right, but for example, let's say if you have 10,000 followers and you have like 1,000 views on every video to 2,000 views on every video, that means you're doing a good job. That means like most of the people that follow you are actually watching your stuff, which is good. That should be like a normal like base. When you're talking about over 50% or even more are watching your video, then that's extremely well. Like, if you look at, let's say, PewDiePie is another example. He has 100 million followers on his YouTube. When he does a video, he averages about 3 million every single video. Like, that's the average. So if you think about it, that's like close to 10% of his fan base, like probably less. Like, so when you think about it that way, like, it doesn't seem like it's a lot, because if you think about it, he should be getting 100 million views on every single video. Like, I mean, if you really truly think about it. But then when you look at some of his past stuff, like if he did something unique, like if it was a really good thing, like I remember that one video he did, which was that rap when he was rapping about bitch lasagna or whatever.
So come on, T-Series, looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna.
That video did higher than his actual, like, fan base. So that's when something went extremely well. You know, like he reached more than he actually had. So that's when you know shit is like real good. But yeah, that's usually how I gauge it. It's like 10 to 20% of your fan base is actually watching your videos, then you're doing a great job. So anyway, like at the end of the day, don't worry about how many followers you have, and don't worry about how many likes or dislikes you have on a video. You really need to analyze like what the comments are saying, because when you have a lot of negativity, like if there's a lot of people thumbing down your video, most likely you're gonna have a lot of negativity in the comments, and they're gonna end up like really voicing their opinion on how they feel about you and how they feel about what you're talking about. So this is something that you need to kind of figure out as you keep doing videos. You'll start slowly getting better at realizing what the good things to do are and what the bad things to do that you shouldn't be doing, you know, like, and you'll eventually learn. And it's all the process. The whole entire thing is a process. So good luck out there. But anyway, if you got a comment for me, leave a comment below of something that you would like me to cover next, or if you have any questions for me on this whole topic. And leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one. All right, later guys.